You think that as you grow up, things like this shouldn't be affecting you anymore. I mean, come on. I'm in my mid-40s, for Christ's sakes. Nightmares?
Mr. Sims, adults having nightmares is perfectly normal. No need to beat yourself up over it. Now tell me, why do you believe your nightmares are a cause for concern?
Yeah. I guess you're right. Kind of. It wasn't that bad at first, I guess. I've always been a heavy sleeper. I mean, hell, I slept through Hurricane Xavier. That's before we all knew how bad things were going to get. Now, I'm not saying that the storms had anything to do with it, but I feel like that's when it started happening. I was extremely fortunate. I didn't lose anything that can't be replaced, and I was even able to stay in the comfort of my own apartment. Sometime after everything started going back to normal, however, I started waking up in the middle of the night, sweating profusely, and heart beating harder than normal for someone who was laying perfectly still. I remember sitting up and flinging the covers off to try and cool off. As I sat on the side of my bed, I thought I heard something that sounded like bare footsteps, like a soft slapping against the tile floor. I quickly flicked the lights on and turned around, but of course there was nothing there. My dog Rocky was laying in his bed peacefully, so rather than dragging this out unnecessarily, I just followed his lead and just forced myself to go back to sleep. This happened every night for a week.
Tell me about your everyday life during that week. Was there anything you can think of that may have been causing you any extra stress? Were there any significant changes?
Stress? You aren't seriously about to tell me this is stress-related?
Mr. Sims, there is no need to get upset. I am simply trying to gather as much information as I can so I can do my absolute best to help you. Nightmares are oftentimes caused by stress and anxiety. Judging by what all of us here in Morston went through not long ago, it wouldn't be unheard of for someone such as yourself to be experiencing nightmares.
Don't you think I know that? I've spent countless caffeine-fueled hours online trying to make sense of this. I'm not here because I had a bad day at work. Just let me finish telling you about it. See if you still think it's stress. It got worse when I started remembering the contents of my dreams.
Just try and remember anything you can. Take your time.
That won't be a problem. It's always the same dream. I'm sitting in my living room, watching TV. I have my laptop open in front of me on a small table as I usually do. Everything seems normal up until this point. I know it's almost time for me to head out, so I back my laptop up, roll up my charger, and turn off the TV. I stand up and start walking toward the front door. But I always have a strange feeling as I'm about to grab the doorknob. I turn to look where I was just sitting and see myself still sitting there with the TV on and my laptop out. But there is a humanoid being lurched over me, its feet on the couch. He's whispering into my ear, the whole time never breaking eye contact with me. I have no idea what he is saying, but I have a blank expression on my face. He turns to look at me directly and cracks a smile, showing his jagged yellow teeth. I remember feeling panic as I turned to run out the front door. I could hear the quick slapping of bare feet running behind me, trying to stop me from leaving. As soon as I feel its hand clutch my arm, I scream and awaken covered in sweat back in bed.
Nightmares can be terrifying, and at times it can be difficult to distinguish them between dream and reality. Let me ask you this. What did this being whisper into your ear?
I don't know. I wish I knew. It must be something truly evil. It must be. There is no way this is a benevolent creature. If you could only see what I see when I close my eyes. That smile.
The important thing to remember here is that these are just dreams. I know that they have shaken you up, but you must realize that there is no way that you are in any danger. You need to try and get some rest.
No way, I'm going to sleep. That's what it's waiting for. These started as dreams, but it's turned into something so much more. I hear footsteps at night. Bare footsteps. They are always outside my door. I can see a shadow moving around under the door. For some reason, it can't get me if I don't sleep.
Now, Mr. Sims, you are beginning to worry me. Why don't we take a moment to just relax? I want you to follow me through some breathing exercises.
If you think it'll help.
Of course. Now close your eyes and sit up straight. I want you to place the top of your tongue right at your gum line, behind your top row of teeth. You're going to be inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your mouth around your tongue. Don't move your tongue throughout the exercise. We are going to breathe in and out a total of 4 times. I don't want you getting lightheaded on me. Now, inhale. Now exhale. Inhale. Now exhale. It's over, Andrew. Stop fighting it. We've been at this for some time now. But I think it's time to draw this to its inevitable conclusion. I can't say it hasn't been fun, though. The best thing about it, you've been asleep this whole time. So just sit back as your senses start to go. First hunger and then thirst are lost. Speech is lost next, followed by vision. The last senses to go are usually hearing and touch, until there's nothing left but a shell of a man. That's where I come in. Your world is going to be so much fun.
All elements of Sirenicide are copyright 2018 by Atrium Dynamics unless otherwise stated. Any duplication of this production without the secured written consent of Atrium Dynamics is strictly prohibited. Please visit sirenicide.com for more details.